Hey, this Mac, the Halal Goat. Make sure y'all subscribe to Beers and Bottles on their YouTube and their Patreon for the latest and exclusive content. Big ups Louis J. Big ups to homie GL. And one more thing.
Look, we're certain guys, right? And we like to groom ourselves.
Yeah.
So in certain times when we grooming ourselves, you know, you got to be particular. You got to take care of yourself, right? The only way you can really take care of yourself is by using what?
Presence beard kit.
You know what I mean? It got everything you need. All of the two essentials.
This joint in here, bro, it got a comb. It got the beard balm. It got the beard bonnet.
Show them the beard balm.
They got the beard balm.
Show them the oil. Show them the oil.
They got the, oh shit, hold on. They got the dust bag.
Everything
got the beard oil.
So it's a different thing when you're dealing with that. So
comb.
Presence is where it's at. You want to get your beard right. You want to get your beard together. You want to be able to sleep right. You want to be able to be good. You want to get the oil, the Nikes, the essence, the smell. You want your wife to be like,
You know what I'm saying?
Presence. Beard kit.
Yo, use that special Beers and Bottles promo code.
Use that now.
25% off.
It's at the bottom of this. 25% off. Use the Beers and Bottles promo code. All right? So Presence Beard Kit. It's us.
What up, y'all? It's comedian Rashaun, Reese Project, man. I just pulled up on Beers and Bottles, man. Let's pour it up.
Yeah. Beers and bottles. Beers and bottles. Beers and bottles. Beers and bottles. Flyest niggas. Baddest models. Poppin' shit. Poppin' bottles.
Yeah. It's your main man, PBM Louie.
It's the homie GL.
And we're Beards
and Bottles.
We're here with our special guest today.
Rashaun Reese.
What up, though? Clap it up for Brody. This nigga's on the bus today. He don't gotta that nigga retired. You can't hear it. It's on the roadcaster. So you know, it's been a great week. You know what I mean? In sports, it's been a great month in the sports. Rather, it's been a great week in entertainment. A lot of things been happening. You know what I mean? Going on. You know, usually we start off with the weekend. You know what I mean? Before we get into current events. Fuck all the small talk. Rashaun Reese, bro. Lady hit us up when I had you on the last pod.
Oh, man.
We go right to it. We ain't giving no time to warm up. We getting it right off top. We about to go crazy.
Let's get to it.
She hit me like, yo, you got bro on your pod. I'm like, yeah, I got bro on the pod. Good pod. She's like, yo, he stole from me. He robbed me. I'm like, what you mean he robbed you? Yeah, we supposed to did an event with bro, and bro ate me. He known for eating niggas. This is her words.
Yeah.
And I said, bro, nah, bro can't be a thief. Bro not a robber. Let bro, you know what I mean, speak his piece. So now this your opportunity. You know what I mean? So, bring that trust back into what you do.
All right, so basically, in a nutshell, the young lady she's an older woman, actually.
Right.
I met her it's so crazy how life worked, man. I'm not gonna make a long story.
No, give us the story.
Long. So what happened is I got filled in. Another comedian that was working for her couldn't make the show.
Right.
So he asked me to fill in for the show. I think the show wasn't paying me but a certain amount of money. I don't get into all those details. But let's just say the show was paying me $600. I meet the lady, I go do the show, we have a good time. I headline the show, did a great job. When the show was over with, she's like, can I give you $400?
No.
Just give an example.
Yeah.
But I'm being a gentleman. I'm a fill in for my man. It was a light show, but you and I both know you're an artist. You already know how it is. If I show up and do my job, I'm supposed to get paid what I was supposed to get paid.
My price is my price.
She shorted me. All right. She did ask me, and I said, okay, no problem. So I'm gonna show you how that comes back around and bites me in the ass. So long story short, we start talking and we start kicking a little bit. She wasn't that bad looking of an older woman, let's just say that. So I start kicking it with her and she invites me over. So I go to the house, we chilling. I'm trying to smash. I'm trying to hit straight like that, right? When I get to the house, we chilling, we talking. She got her kids, but her kids is old. Motherfuckers walking around looking like LeBron James and shit. These niggas big as hell. Walking around and she's like, God damn, this your son? That type of thing, right? So we just started talking or whatever. And then I found that she used to talk to a comedian, to a friend of mine. I had no idea they used to date. And I had a certain level of respect for him. So when she told me that, I was like, I'm not looking at her in that light anymore. We just kicking it, we cool. So we just started talking about the business of comedy. She's asking me questions and so on and so forth. And we just started talking about doing shows. I told her I'm a stand-up comedian, but I also produce and promote shows and things of that nature. So she was like, yo, I'm looking to get into that part of the business as well.
Right.
So to make a long story short, she wanted to put up $25,000. Right then and there. She was like, I want to put $25,000. I want to do a big show, this and the third. Then in my mind, I'm saying, okay, I want to make this money. I don't really know this woman like this, and I don't want to take this type of money from this woman. Something goes wrong, it's gonna fall on me. Which I should have went with my first thought. The red flags was going off, and I'm not following. I'm just focused on the money. I tell her, look, we're not gonna do for $25,000. We're gonna do it for $15,000. Let's do it less. So that means she only has to put out half. We put out $7,500. That books the comics, books the venue, so on and so forth. We get the balance from the ticket sales. So
how long ago was this?
Well, this is years ago, man. This shit
like
is
10 years ago?
It's gotta be about 5-6 years ago now.
Oh, Now it gotta be longer than 5-6 years ago, though.
It's a while, man.
But maybe 8 years ago.
Yeah, it could be that long.
Because this was like 3 years ago. We did our 3 years ago. So that's what I'm saying.
So long story short, no, I keep saying long story short. So we decide everything. She calls me. We go over all the details. We put everything together. She says, listen, no problem. Come get the money. She worked for FDU or something like that at the time. I met her at her office. We sat down. We talked. We went over the numbers and everything. She cut me a check. I go cash the check, take care of the business. I put $1,500 initially down on the Sopak Theater. I used to do Sopak Theater.
Sopak Theater was my spot.
If you know Kwashi, shout out to Kwashi. Kwa Life, you know Kwashi?
Yeah.
Me and Kwashi did shows at the Sopak Theater for almost 8 years.
Right.
Brought everybody there. You name them. Tony Roberts, Donna Rollins, Michael Blackson. The list goes on and on. So I have a great relationship with the team and the people at the Sopak Theater. A young lady by the name of Val worked there. She no longer works there now. She lives in Atlanta. Shout out to Val. I went up there and I get a discounted rate because I've been doing business with them for so long. Good business. So I give her the deposit. The next day I fly out to go work in Bermuda. I had to work in Bermuda. So I'm out of the country working.
Okay, big dog.
Big dog. So I go out of town. I'm working. So while I'm in Bermuda, I get a FaceTime. So mind you, let's say she gave me the money on Thursday. I fly out Friday morning. So I'm already told her, I said, I'll take care of whatever business I can over the phone. We're in the future now, so I can book comics and do stuff over the phone, but I'm not going to do most of the business until
Monday.
Until Monday.
Back. Yeah.
All right. So just to backtrack, let's say she gave me the money on Wednesday, because the next day I went and put the money down, which is a Thursday, and I flew out that Friday. Right. That was the money I put down in the theater. So while I'm in Bermuda, I'm on the beach relaxing. I get a FaceTime on WhatsApp. Right. You got a FaceTime on WhatsApp.
Mm-hmm.
So she FaceTimes me. She said, hey, how you doing? This and the third. I'm like, oh, what's going on? She's like, listen, I just want to run something by you. And she's like, I did a character call. Right?
What is that?
A character call. So she's like, yeah, I did it.
Checking out his background.
She's like, I did a character call. She called Talent, comedian Talent. Me and Talent cool, but we ain't all right. It is what it is. And she called Talent and told him, she called him to do a character call, and he told her something along the lines like, oh, he probably in Atlantic City with your money, something like that. What? I don't even deal with him like that. But for him to say that was wild. And I'm just saying allegedly, because this is what I was told at the time. So I'm looking at her. I got the camera, I'm like, the beach is right here. I'm in Bermuda. I'm working. I said, if you want me to send your money back right now, I'll send your money back, then we'll be done with it. I don't have time to play games. I'm a businessman. I don't have time for that. She says, no. It's not that. Don't worry about it. Just finish doing what you're doing. We'll do it, whatever. I said, all right, cool. Not a problem. Get back. Think Monday morning from Bermuda, whatever the case may be. I'm going to tell y'all it might have been 3 days later. I'm in the midst of booking everything, booking the comics, so on and so forth. I get a call. I get a call 3 days back from Bermuda, and this is the call. Oh, yeah, I want my money back.
At this time, you already booked the venue.
The venue is booked. I got a couple comics booked. Deposits done went out. I'm a comic myself. I took my deposit out of it as well. I said, man, what are we talking about here? We just spoke about this. I asked you, want me to send your money back? You told me no. I'm booking an artist. I'm booking a venue. I said, it doesn't work that way. That's not the way business works. She was like, no, I just want all my money back. I said, love, I'm going to give you an example. It's no different than if you hire contractors to do something at your house, to fix your house or what the case may be. They go buy all the supplies.
They started working now.
They started working in the paid workers. They're booking workers. They're getting all the supplies.
It's over with.
What are we talking about? Like, you said everything was cool. What's going on? So from that standpoint, I offered her a certain amount of the money back. She didn't want to do that. She wanted all the money back. I said, man, it's not going to work that way. So we ended up having to go to court over the whole situation. And the crazy part about this whole situation, I even had the lady come in, Val. Shout out to Val again. She came in as a witness and say, yo, he gave us the money for the venue. And I'm telling the judge, like, yo, this is not how business works. And my mistake, which I don't do I no longer do, If I'm doing business with someone as far as a show, especially when it's dealing with a certain type of money, what should be involved?
Paperwork, contract, receipts.
Anybody out there get you a contract. And I'm going to be honest with you, man, and I hate to say this, and my road manager's here, one of my close friends is here, Bones, shout out to Bones in the building. He'll tell you, and I don't mean this any disrespect to any women out here, but I don't like working with women, bro. And that's a broad brush there, but I don't like working with women. And if I work with a woman, she has to be almost like a pit bull. Like she handles herself almost like a man. I can respect them more because when I'm dealing with women, most women get too emotional. Right. She got emotional about the whole situation. I'm like, love. And I told the judge then I would give her back most of the money. She didn't want it. I told her I would give her most of the money back. She didn't want to do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So my thing was, okay, well, if how you want to handle it that way, we'll do whatever you want to do.
And she went to court.
So the show never happened.
The show never happened. But that wasn't my fault.
Did you wind up giving her any money back when you went to court?
No. I offered a portion of it. It was $7,500. I offered to give her back $4,000.
And she didn't
want to accept it. So what happened is, so for those who don't know me, before I got into comedy, I was a criminal justice major in college. Law enforcement was a dream and a passion of mine.
Right.
So which means my record is what?
Clean.
So when the judge basically looked at the situation, he's saying this guy doesn't have a record for anything. He's looking like this. If he's doing this type of business here, it would be somebody else coming after him. And it wasn't that type of situation. So it was unfortunate.
Yeah, especially when you bring people from like SoPac and places like that.
Bro, you can't just take that type of money and think I'm a comedian.
You're not getting a refund from SoPac, bro, or places like that.
She couldn't do it. Val, she actually tried to get it back from them. They wouldn't issue it.
They're not.
You're not getting a refund from me neither. Once you give me that bread, it's gone.
But this is what happens when people
we can rebook a new date.
People tell their side of the story and
beers and bottles not getting no money back.
I mean, that's the way it should be. If you're paying for a service and the person is already in the works of doing a service and you spoke to the person and you told them to know, we're good.
And we booked the date already.
And then you call back and say a week later, what are we talking about?
Is there any ill will towards the person she called for the character call? Because he clearly said something to change her whole outlook on the situation.
Well, she told me. She told me right then and there what was said. I wasn't worried about that. For me, it was just like, I'll send your money back right now. I don't have time to be... Yeah, man, I'm out here working in Bermuda. The ocean is right here. I remember showing her the ocean. She's like, no, don't worry about it. You know, so my thing is, I didn't have a problem. Just tell me what it was from the beginning. If you wanted me to do it that way, I would have done it. We'd have been done with it. Everything would have been fine. But this is a lesson learned. If you're doing business, always have a contract. And if you get a bad feeling about something and you feel like it's not worth it, and you feel like it's just bad juju or whatever you want to call it, be done with it.
Now let's go to it. It's current event time. Let's hit the current events. So, boom.
What the fuck was that?
Something new.
Man.
Edit this part when you put it in. Let's hit the current events. So look, boom. We've seen what's been going on lately.
Yeah.
Let's start with topic one. We're gonna go with the P. Diddy conversation.
Oh man.
Let's go with the P. Diddy conversation.
There's a lot going on with that.
We're gonna talk about it trifold, right? We're gonna talk about it three different ways. We're gonna talk about it if you were Diddy, right? If you were Cassidy. If it was Cassidy.
I'm not Diddy.
And then telling you right now. No. I'm just talking about.
I'm just telling you when we break down
let me
POVs.
If you was Diddy, if you was Cassie, and if you were the jury. So we're gonna talk about it three different ways. Each one perspectives we talking about.
Okay.
You know what I mean? From the information that you have now. You know what I'm saying? The information that we've seen at this point. So far, we've seen Cassie go up. What's the rapper dude that used to be up there? Kid Cudi. We've seen Kid Cudi go up. And then we also seen some of his lovers lately. They're like unannounced. They don't have no faces. Yeah, the Punishers. They got some of the guys going up there saying he rubbing this and that on us.
Nah, they said Diddy in the back, high with a mask, jacking off.
They saying Diddy eyeing the jury, staying the jury down, saying the people BSing. Let's get your perspective.
From what? From Diddy?
Let's talk with the jury standpoint first.
I think the jury, man, is sitting there like this is a goddamn circus, man. You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like the jury is gonna I don't want to say they're gonna convict him. It's hard to say, bro. It's so much going on. There's so many moving parts right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm hearing now they just brought in Rick Ross and they got brought into it.
Oh man,
because saying Rick Ross and Kanye West, their things have been brought into it.
Because I'm thinking about it like on this transport. I'm like, damn, how can we convict them of trafficking? To me, it doesn't fit. Rico doesn't fit because it's only him. That's supposed to be the director of it, and it has to be 3 or more players for RICO, right? So, and as the jury, you got to only go off the guidelines. It's guidelines when you're doing a jury of what you can do and what you can't do. You get what I'm saying? So, only thing that I got him, I'm convinced that he just a beater. It's nothing you can tell me. We've seen it on camera. So I'm convinced that boy a beater. I'm convinced that boy maybe, you know what I mean? I ain't really seen none that he a homosexual yet, outside of him rubbing cum on his chest.
That's a homosexual.
That's a homosexual.
That's a homosexual.
If you're rubbing any man's body fluids on your body,
that's you right.
That's you on the team.
That's
a rainbow right there.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So and then they saying that, you know what I mean, now we're coming from Diddy's standpoint. You feel like he know this happening because he didn't want to do that deal, you know what I mean, with the Ciroc, with the people that
that's where everybody's saying it's stemming from. That's a high possibility.
If you were Diddy, what would your mindset be? What would, you know what I'm saying? You got to do all three. We can't skip it.
If you're Diddy's mindset at this point, you scared to death. You got to be. Because you're watching all of your ill wills and all the stuff that you've been a part of that have been your hidden secrets being put in front of you. I mean, he's lucky that it's not being like showcased how the O.J. Simpson trial was. He's lucky that it's
like
not
they
like
showing
that.
videos of it.
We're getting like secondhand information in a sense, as opposed to we could be watching the trial and seeing all of this happen, right in color. But Diddy, I think he's scared to death, man. You know what I mean? I mean, as this trial keeps going on, I'm sure there's gonna be other witnesses that's gonna come about. People are saying, everybody's saying, what's amazing to me is that I'm sure he feels somewhat some comfort because a lot of people are on his side. Like a lot of people, free Diddy. And I'm like, yo, this is wild because long before he got caught up in his trial, everybody was kind of like, man, Diddy ain't shit. Diddy this, Diddy that. Now he's like, yo, this crazy. Like everybody's saying it's not a RICO case, it's more of a domestic violence case.
Yeah.
So I think in his mind, if I'm Diddy, I'm thinking, yo, I got a chance to beat this. Because they're not really proving anything other than I beat her ass and did a little pink cocaine and played with a lot of baby oil.
And a lot of nut.
$1,000 of baby oil is out of hand, though, Diddy. You out of hand.
What the fuck is the baby oil for?
And
he wants to see it glisten up.
Now, his the ladies, Cassie and his what's her name, they saying that,
they gonna call Young Miami.
Yeah, they said that this shit is stemmed from him having a good time with Young Miami, him learning what to do and what not to do. And now he with Young Miami, she's getting everything that they didn't get. They getting the Hill Diddy, and you know what I mean, they weren't able to get it, so they feel a way about it.
Are you talking in terms of Cassie?
In terms of Cassidy. And the other girls that you just had that said, oh, she was jealous. The face that had no faces and
Jane Doe. Yeah,
Jane Doe's.
Yeah, man, that's a possibility, man. I'm sure we've all been in that situation to some extent, as far as having maybe a lady or somebody you was dating, and then you break up with them, and now you with another girl, and it's just life is just so much better. You treating her better, you giving her more. But that could just come from just learning from being in that relationship which didn't go well, and you like, you know what, I'm gonna do a little bit better with this next one. But a woman probably can't handle that. Like, yo, she getting this, she getting that, this and the third. Well, I got something for his ass. You know what I mean?
Right, that's crazy, bro.
I mean, what you gonna do?
And GL, what's your perspective on all three?
I'm be real with you. I don't really pay attention to it. I know little bits and pieces that y'all might drop in a group chat. But
right.
I don't spend my time on shit like that. Like, I never watched The Fallen or Surviving Diddy. I don't.
They got to shit on
I never watched that.
They got shit.
I don't be watching clips, but it just, from my understanding, it just sound like he too freaky. Like, he on trial for being too freaky. Like, you gotta relax some. Like, niggas be too freaky, bro. Like, it's okay to calm down. Like, some niggas is too freaky.
But don't you think it's hypocritical for you to call a nigga too freaky when you spitting in females' mouths? What?
Yeah, that's beginning level of freaky.
This nigga on here talking about, yo,
I ain't gonna front though. I've done that.
Oh my God.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying?
Done that.
Spitting in John's
There's
mouth.
some women out here that like that.
See,
I
that's what I'm saying.
I done fucked and spit in the bitch mouth before, and the pussy get wet and everything. Wet turd.
That shit sounds crazy to me.
There's freaky, then there's too freaky. I'm telling you, he's too freaky. Once you want to watch your girl have sex with someone else,
that's nuts. That's insane.
That sounds too freaky.
I don't know if I can handle that.
I can't handle it.
Because what happens is, in a situation like that, if you're going to allow another man to knock your bitch off, this nigga walk in the room with a pogo stick and kill your bitch. What you going to do? You go out to your bitch screaming. She making all type of noise. Nigga on YouTube. I can't handle that.
I just watched the nigga on YouTube talking about a nigga killing this bitch. You know what I mean? Going crazy.
Man, see, that ain't in my algorithm.
You like, yo, what the fuck?
He was like,
That ain't shit I
he
be
said he was
listening
cheating.
to,
He said
man.
it was in his DNA to cheat. He said my father cheated, my grandfather cheated.
Yeah.
It's in my DNA to cheat. So he said
It's hereditary?
It's hereditary. He said that's exactly what he said. And then he said that he said, yo, his bitch was like, yo, what do I got to do for you to stop cheating? Right? He was like, yo, just let's go to these
swinger parties,
swinger joints. So he brought it to the swinger joint, right?
Yeah, see, that's too
he said,
freaky
as soon as
for
he brought it to the swinger joints, 2 chicks attacked him. He was like, bro, I'm about to have I never had 2
I
chicks
saw that.
before.
I said,
I seen it.
finish,
and he said he had 2 chicks, right?
I saw that.
And then he said he was having the 2 chicks. Then like 20 minutes passed by. He said in his head, where my girl
my
at?
bitch at?
I don't hear her. I don't see her. He said he'd go inside the other room. He said a tear was stuck in his eyes. He said
Nigga
nigga
drilling this bitch.
with the horse was giving, just him by himself, was giving her he said he said you know your lady when she moaned. So he said he hear her through the walls. Like, and he said he
I can't
walked
handle
through. He said he seen his
Nigga just
joint
yell like
moaning.
this.
He said they now 2 years later, they still going to counseling because he's still ready to break up with her because the nigga was giving his wife that animal dick that he couldn't give her. You feel me?
I think I seen that one. There was another one where the guy said his girl was getting shish kebabs, some shit like that. And basically, the next morning when he wanted to hit, she was like, I'm sore. That's fucked up.
God damn.
The girl tell you she's sore?
What's one of the most, I guess, egregious moment you had with a woman that you caught her cheating or figured some things out? Give us one of those moments.
Damn, man. The one I remember the most, this was years ago, man. Oh, man, this bitch is so neat, so greasy. This back in the day. This before cell phones and everything, bro.
Damn.
So
Damn.
I remember this vividly. This was in East Orange. I want to say the girl's name, but if she see this, she know who she is. We all right now. We all right. But long story short, me and her going through, and I'm on the landline. I remember calling her. I'm like, yo, she like, yeah, I'm about to get in the shower. No. She said, I'm lying. She like, I gotta call you back. I'm arguing with my brother. I'm like, that family too close for to argue with her brother. She don't argue with her brother, but I'm like, all right, whatever. She's like, all right, my brother, something about my mom's. She hanging the phone up. I'm like, all right, I'm about to jump in the shower anyway, so I ain't tripping. So I go take a shower. I come back. I call her again. When I call her again, she answers the phone. She's like, yo, I gotta call you back. I gotta go back. I'm like, all right. But when I'm trying to remember what happened. She hung the phone up. No.
But never hung it up.
No. What happened is she said she was on the other line, right? So she like, I'm on the phone arguing with my brother. I gotta call you back. At this moment, she's fucking right then and there. But what the bitch did, we on a landline. We not on a cell phone. Y'all remember how this worked. So when she said, I gotta go, I gotta call you back, you supposed to hang the phone up.
She just put it down.
She said she was on the other line. She hung the phone up. Right. So if you hung the phone up, how you on the other line?
Yeah.
If we on landlines back in the day, when you click over, it's gonna click over, it's gonna be air. It's gonna be air. You'll know that the person's still on the phone. This shit hung up. Nigga, I'm in my feelings. I don't know if you niggas ever been in this situation, but I'm like, yo, what the fuck going on? At the time, I'm living with my moms. I'm young, I'm in college, I'll never forget it, man. Yo, moms, I look in the room, mom's asleep. I'm like this. I snatched the keys up. My mother off the hook, too. She a true black mother. She'd have found this out. I'd been put out the house and everything. I grabbed the keys, nigga. I sneak out the house and shit, jump in the car. I'm on the way to this bitch house. I want to see what the fuck going on. Bruh, I parked the car down the street just in case shit pop. I don't know what's gonna happen. I never forget it, man. She had a basement apartment. Bro, I'm walking to the apartment. The lights is on in the basement, though. So I'm like, all right. Man, I'm just tripping. You know, I'm tripping. Nigga, I get to the window and look down. You know, basement window's low. You gotta look down. I look down, the bitch butt-ass nigga with a cigarette like this. I look, quivering. I see the nigga coming out the shower putting a towel on. Nigga, I just hit the glass, but I didn't mean to break it. I'm just trying to like knock on the glass. The whole shit shattered. She like, oh. She start running outside. I'm mad as hell. The nigga come outside. I never get the nigga like Chino XL. But Chino XL, light skin, with the braids. You know, he had the braids and shit going on. Man, the nigga come outside, man. I'm like, yo, this shit crazy. I'm like, what type of shit time you on? What the fuck is this? She like, oh, no. The nigga like, yo, who is this? I'm like, who is this? I'm her boyfriend. Who the fuck is you? Nigga like, nigga, I'm her boyfriend. Nigga just came home. She fucking the nigga.
Oh my God.
Nigga, I'm mad to the motherfucker.
Yeah, what's one of your worst moments that you had dealing with a woman?
Dealing with a woman?
Like one of those type of joints.
Obviously, I never caught nobody to that extent. And now, like,
I don't know. I think it's the 90s niggas. The late 90s niggas that got caught.
Do us like that. Might be the late 90s girls.
Let me come back to me. Do one. Let me come back.
Oh, QB, give QB the mic. Oh, you don't want for shorty out there?
Go ahead, Lou. Give me
You got caught? Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro.
Give me a chance to think
I'm
about
gonna
it.
be
I'm sure I
100%.
could come up with some
I'm gonna be
shit.
100% honest with you, bro. I'm gonna tell you some shit that you gonna look at me like a soft nigga, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. So I was with my girlfriend, Lawanda. You remember in the
Why you
early
gotta say her
06,
name,
it's because it's all happened.
Lord have mercy.
Whoever know. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know. So I got this lady caught me cheating like 150 times on her. You know what I mean? I called now. We trying to put it back together. It's right before I'm with my wife now. We trying to put it back together a little bit. You know what I mean? And for some reason, like, I can't really get with her like that. She go to Japan, teach the kids how to speak English. She very, you know what I mean, I dealt with women that, you know what I mean, that actually did some shit.
Got their shit together.
But she come back, so right before she go permanently, she was just, I guess, doing a visit. Right before she go permanently, we both had came back and chilled. We about to hang out. I'm thinking I'm about to hit it one last time. Sorry, B. You know what I mean? So you hear this wife, but this is my wife. I'm married now, so this was when I first met my wife. It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm supposed to hit this joint. I'm calling around, forgot what was happening. And somebody called me and like, yo, I see Lawanda, he had this restaurant with a nigga eating dinner. Now, I don't know about him hitting it or not. That right there killed me.
That was enough.
Yeah, that's enough.
It was enough. I'm like, damn, you sitting here dating a nigga?
I mean, you loved her.
Yeah, you're right.
A little bit, yeah.
Right. I love this woman. You out here at a dinner with a nigga, like, for real? Bro, that shit, I was sick. And from there, you know what I mean, she was hitting me, and I never really said nothing to her about it. I was crying. Payday had to hold me up off the ground.
Oh, you's a bitch.
How
old was you?
You's a bitch.
Probably like 19 or 20.
Yeah, about right.
So Payday had to hold me. I know I'm a gangster too at this time. And so since I was mad, I just started jerking her for money. She still loved me. So I'll make her send me $1,000 every 2 weeks. I was fucked up. My money was fucked up. So I would start making her send me money, get my car fixed, so on and so forth. And Lawanda my wife now, Bianca, caught me having her send me money through email because she was in like China or Japan or whatever. And so when my wife caught me, she's like, so how'd you get your car fixed? And I couldn't really explain it. She's like, nigga, I seen the email. She sent you $1,500. And whatever money she sent, Bianca stopped it. You know what I mean? She put everything.
Party over.
And now, you know what I mean, 15 years later, I'm married out to the same woman. But that was one of the joints.
All right, now you know I view myself as the coolest nigga ever. You feel me? Like, in my mind, you feel me? Like, I'm above everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you did what? My most tenderest moment, I had an ex-girlfriend. It's probably like 07, 08 type shit. Boom, we broke up, whatever. She on the phone trying to get back with me. All right, cool, whatever. Nah, I don't forget you for whatever the reason was. You feel me? Cool, she come to the house, she get cracked. Let's say this Thursday. Friday, she has to be with me. I'm like, man, I don't know about it. Saturday, boom. Me and Pop-Off, this nigga that's like my brother. We walk the Checkers, you feel me? Walk the Checkers, boom. He say her name. He like, yo, what her cousin look like? Because she normally be with her male cousin. Like dark skin, low cut. Oh, well, she right there with a light skin dude with dreads.
The Checkers from Irvington?
No, nigga. When did you hear me mention Irvington?
God damn, what to say?
Nah, from Central and 14th, number block.
That's right there.
You know I'm a walking nigga anyway.
You always walking. Niggas, you walking robbing niggas, but go ahead.
So boom, I'm like, she in the car, light skin nigga dress. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, man. Let me get my motherfucking double checker burger with cheese in it. She pulled up. I see her. She in the car. No, he driving. She in the passenger up front of the backseat. Oh, wow. Cool. Boom, I got to play cool because he right there. Boom, get our food. We walking back. I'm talking to myself. He ain't saying nothing. Walking up. Now, you know, I'm walking, so I got more energy there. I'm like, this bitch playing me. She think I'm sweet. She had my checkers. I own the Checkers now. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, I can't take this short. Boom. Walk to the house, get the strap. Boom, I hop in the cab. Cuz like, what you need the strap for? I don't know, but I need it. You know what I'm saying? He come with me like, nah, I ain't letting you go like that. You feel me? I'll get there. Yo, bitch, come outside. Yo, you think I'm stupid? I get there. The nigga's still there. The nigga there.
Man. Weighing your bitch out.
I'm like, bro, pull off. He pull off. Right, get out of there. Yeah, boom, we in the back. We in the back arguing. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, Give me your phone. Call that nigga right now. Tell him you can't talk to him no more. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Cool. She call him. He like, all right. She like, I could just call him again. Took her phone, broke it. Boom. I'm in there. Papa like, we gotta go. Come on, you doing it. I leave. I go home. Whatever. Fuck that bitch. I hate that bitch. Whatever. She came over like 2 weeks later. I cracked. She break my phone. Boom. Now, nigga, and give me the money for my phone like a sucker, huh? You got insurance? It'll take this.
That pussy was good.
Then I said, never again, no tender shit.
Yeah, that was extra tender moment. We was ready to kill a nigga.
Right.
Nah, back then, I'm not taking no shorts from nobody.
So let's go to the NBA with it. You know what I'm saying? You've seen the last couple weeks that's been happening. You know what I mean? The Celtics got cracked. You know what I mean?
Lakers was never in it.
The Lakers was definitely in the playoffs.
Want them bum ass Knicks.
Man, stop. You said bum ass Lakers?
Knicks.
Oh, yeah.
Knicks got cracked.
What's your team? Every nigga that don't got nothing contingent want to say.
You know how you get on the bus? Lakers just got off with the first stop.
Right, but your man didn't even make it to the stop. What team you on? What's your team? Man, get the fuck out of here. You ain't fuck with niggas grown as hell don't got no team. Nigga 30 don't got no team.
I know, you know I don't got no team, man.
You don't got no team either? We shouldn't even be having this conversation.
I know, but I love basketball. I play ball, so I know basketball.
You played basketball in junior high school. That was 35 years.
Listen, let's be clear. Let's be clear. And Bia tell you, I played in prep school at my backcourt partner. You know my backcourt partner was in prep school? Milford Academy? Stevie Franchise Friends. Shout out to Stevie Franchise Friends. My brother right there.
In New Jersey?
Huh? In Milford Academy in Connecticut. That's when we went to prep school. We played prep school when I left Columbia High School. I went to Milford Academy in Connecticut. That's where I met Stevie Franchise Friends. We became good friends then. But we both left school there. He went down to Maryland. He went to Allegheny Junior College. I ended up going to Essex County College. And we lost contact with each other. We just reconnected maybe a couple years ago. That's my guy. Stevie
that's dope.
My brother. He was a point. I was a point, and he was the shooting guard. Let it be known.
Right.
Look at Louis like.
No, I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Brother, yeah.
But you know, it ended in junior college. So now we talking
I don't need that. It ended at King University. But that's another story.
So, you know what I mean? So now basketball, it's you know what I mean? It's the season. Let's talk about it. You know what I mean? I had no clue that the Pacers was going to be here. You'd have told me 6 months ago when the season started, 8 months ago, I would have never thought the Pacers would have been here.
Pacers got a good team.
They got a decent team, but I still thought the Celtics were going to be here. I'm going to keep it real with you.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
The world thought the Celtics was going to be there.
And I'm a Lakers fan. I hate the Celtics. But I still thought the Celtics was going to be here.
Yeah.
I had no clue the Knicks was going to be what they was going to be.
I can go with that.
So we can shout out the Knicks on that and shout out the Celtics. You know what I mean? For losing. Thank God. You know what I mean?
Shout out to the Knicks. I hope they give Mark Jackson the head coach.
I only got to deal with two niggas now. Names and Arsenal are a Pacers fan. Names
is a Pacers fan?
Yo, Names.
Yeah. That's why he like niggas ain't as my team.
Niggas been Pacers fans for years too. Like I met Paul George through Arsenal. Me and GL at the Pacers game at the playoffs.
Oh, that's hard.
You know what I'm saying? Right before he played Brown.
The last time they beat the bum ass Knicks.
Yeah, this
one. Oh shit, AJ, I didn't even know you was over there, man.
And AJ a Knicks fan.
I was a Knicks fan too.
Oh, you a Knicks fan too, bro? And y'all sitting next to each other on the same bench. That's insane. So, give us your take. Who you think gonna win the series, right? Pacers, you know what I mean, and OKC, right? You know the OKC down 1-2. You know what I'm saying? Pacers up 2-1. And not now. Who you think is the MVP of the league? So just break us down the whole.
I'll say SGA. He tough.
Absolutely.
He tough. He can do it all. He tough. But I'm gonna tell you like now, if you're gonna be the best player in the league, it's time to step it up. I mean, he's putting numbers up. He's still doing his thing. But I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I think the Pacers might be able to pull this off, bro. I think they done found their little niche. They done found a way to found.
It's going to 7 for sure.
I think so.
Y'all going to 7.
I think so.
So you got Pacers in 6?
Nah. You gotta go back. You gotta go back to OKC. It's not gonna go down like that, bro. Very critical.
They're getting blown out. Pacers getting blown.
But look.
Come on, you know that, bro.
A lot of money.
They supposed to lost the last game.
You think the Pacers?
They was losing all 3 games. They was losing all 3 games. They came. Yeah, but I'm saying outside of that last game, the first 2 games they was losing.
You think they about to get blown out in Indiana?
They're getting blown out at the Pacers. I mean OKC. I'm saying.
You saying? Oh, when they go back to OKC. Yeah, you were too far ahead.
And also they losing to Indiana. They losing by 10.
I mean, you ask me.
Yeah, it's over. But both teams are young, too. You know what I mean?
Bro,
I'm
they
gonna be honest with
doubling
you. I had
SGA.
OKC pick to beat the hell out of them.
And me too. I ain't gonna lie to
I'm
you.
just being honest, man. So, but the Pacers are deep. They play together. They play all the way through.
It's like boxing. Style makes the matchup. It makes you know what I mean, the matchup that you're doing. So
as long as old boy is playing hard and he doing his thing, they gonna go. What's it, Halliburton?
yeah, the niggas gotta finish.
Tough. Yeah.
SGA gotta finish. He gotta believe.
They
MVP?
doubling, tripling him. Yeah,
They all over him.
they doubling him.
They all
Come
over
here.
him.
Come here. Because he a scorer. Come here.
Because he been through it. Tatum went through it 2 years in a row, 3 years in a row.
Come here. We doubling you.
So you got the Pacers winning?
Got the Pacers winning, man. I think they're gonna pull it off.
You think the Pacers gonna win it?
I think they
They're about to get their first ring in
how you say?
2025.
I think they found their zone. They found their niche of how to beat this team, bro. You can see it.
Listen to me.
SGA's gonna have to score 50.
Listen to me. I agree with you, but the whole thing is I don't want to believe it.
I mean,
I'm one of them guys. Like I wanted to believe the Knicks was going to win.
I'm gonna be honest with you though.
Told you that
a lot of Vegas, a lot of money been lost because nobody expected the Pacers to win the first game.
Absolutely facts.
Yeah.
Right? We expected OKC to
Hold
win the
it
second
down.
one, and don't tell me y'all expected OKC to lose that third game, even though they was in Indiana. Nobody, a lot of money was lost.
Absolutely.
Trust me.
I did.
Man,
I had
please.
everything hit again. Look, everything. I had a line of 12. 11 of them hit, except OKC won it.
See?
Why you got a
See?
12
I told you
big
money was
parlay,
lost. I
man?
already know.
I know you told me about it.
Yeah.
I know, I get it. But I wanted to get the 1,500, bro. I need a little 1,500. Yeah. Off 100. I need a little 1,500 off my 100.
I know you're sitting there looking like this.
Now I'm about 100. Well, yeah, $15, whatever. I just need it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And it was one of them what's the names. And it's that moment for. So when I see the games, I be like, damn. You feel me?
Yeah.
This finals boring though. Don't stunt. Shit.
It's probably one of the most boring finals ever. You ask me.
Right.
I mean, I love basketball, so I
boring
watch
like
it.
this probably was Bucks and Suns. That shit boring.
They got the lowest ratings. They said they got the lowest ratings ever.
Yeah. Let's get into a little bit of personal shit. Like,
Yeah.
you know, last time you had the conversation up here, you know what I mean? We spoke about Lauryn Hill. That went crazy, when you came up here. And
Shout out to Lauren.
And we spoke about Ish. You know what I mean? Your relationship with Ish.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
We didn't get too far in depth about that.
Nah, we didn't get too deep in it.
Let's
Let's touch on that now. What's your you and Ish relationship now?
I haven't talked to Ish in 20 years.
20 years?
Ish and I haven't talked in 20
What's
years.
What's the real issue? Are you man enough, or not say man enough? Are you like in a place at peace enough to be like, yo, I was probably the problem? Or
who, me?
Yeah, or you at the place
Hell
like
no.
Cuz said, who, me?
No, wait, let me tell you.
so what's the real issue?
Let me
with you, bro?
explain. Let me explain something to y'all. I want y'all to understand something. Because I'm a very loyal person. So if I'm an only child, I ain't trying to be no sob story, but you're looking at a young man that's raised by a mother, no father, no nothing. So I take my friendships very personal. Now, none of us are perfect, so we all gonna have problems. We're gonna have disagreements. It's like you brothers been friends for a long time. So you're gonna have disagreements. You're gonna go through stuff. Me and Bones, I met Bones. How long have we been friends now, bro? 11 years? 11 years. I met him as a promoter. He's promoting the comedy.
Come on, Bones. You already given 10 minutes. Put the phone down, man. Come on. Put the phone down. We need to finish. We need to put the phone down. Put the phone down, Bones.
So I take my friendships very serious. So to give you a background on Ish and I met Ish when I was 14 years old sitting in ROTC. He was sitting in front of me. Ish was about 5'1", 102 pounds.
Yeah, he said he was used to be short.
He was little, very little. And but he had a lot of spunk to him. I remember I never forget we sitting in class, we in ROTC. So Ish is sitting here in front of me. And I forgot the dude's name, but he sat right here and he thought he was so tough. Like he just thought he was tough. And I remember he put his foot or did something to Ish on his chair or something. But, I guess he thought he could get away because Ish was so small. Ish popped up and based up like, yo, what the fuck wrong? And I was like, what the fuck going on? Like, I never expected that from him. Him and I are not friends at this point. I don't know him. Right? I just sit with him in class. And then we eventually start basketball like anything else. We start talking sports, and we got cool that way. And one of his close friends, who's one of my close friends to this day, who I met through him, went to Columbia High School. We were all going to East Orange High. He's like, oh, you ain't better than my cousin. Chad, you ain't better than Chad. And we just start getting cool from there. So to fast forward, not to go through a whole bunch of red tape, this is a guy that, as my mother would say, parked his feet under my kitchen table. This is a guy that we were close enough where Ish come to my house, he going to my fridge, eating ice cream. You know you like ice cream, Ish. Right? I don't care if it's been in there for 3 years, it got the ice crust on it and stuff. He love ice cream. I know him very well. I won't give his phone number, but I know his phone number by heart to this day, 973-953. I'm not going to say the last four. That's how close we were. Just like I can tell you my best friend phone number, 973-207-15. I can tell you the last two. Shout out to Walt Haas, my best friend, been friends since we was 13. So what happened is, just in a nutshell, the reason today that I'm doing stand-up comedy is because of him. So my love for him will always be there, because I wouldn't be doing comedy, and I'm doing very well, and we'll get into that in a minute, stand-up wise. But my first time bombing, I did comedy for the first time on a Monday. I did it again the next night on a Tuesday at a spot called Nuno's in Linden. Bob Sumner, who's my manager now, at the time he was producing that room. That's the producer of Def Comedy Jam, BET, Comedy.
Everybody know the legendary Bob Sumner.
Shout out to Bob.
So
I get him up here too.
Yeah, shout out to Bob Sumner.
So I bombed this particular night. Hamburger was the host. Shout out to Hamburger too. Hamburger was the host this night, and I bombed. And I bombed so bad, the guy that I came with basically left me there. Yo, this is my mother. He left me there. Ish and I are very close at the time. Good friends. So Ish just happened to come to the show. So Ish comes there, and I'm like, yo, man, I bombed, and niggas laughing. It's looking bad, and it's looking crazy. And Ish like, yo, fuck it, I'm going to just take you home. Like, all right, cool. So we ride back home. At the time, I'm living in Society Hill down there behind the old county. And we get home, it's probably like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, man, and I'm distraught. You know, this is my first time, this is my second time on stage, but I bombed so bad with all the booing, it fucked with me bad. It had me to the point where I'm like, man, fuck this comedy, I'm about to go take the civil service exam. Matter of fact, I had already took the civil service exam, and sheriff officers offered me a position to be a sheriff. True story, bro. Sheriff, I started doing comedy in May. I took the test in May. I started doing comedy in July. Back then, they didn't email you. They sent you a letter to offer you the position. I got the letter in September, in that order, right? But I fell in love with comedy, so I'm like, I'm going to do this. But that night when I bombed, I was fucked up. So it sat outside. We sat outside on the steps till 6 o'clock in the morning, till the sun came up. And he said, bro, you can't quit. He's like, you can't quit, man. He said, all the greats go through this. Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, you can't quit. So for me, it was nostalgic. It was important to get that conversation, because he kept me going. And when I started doing comedy 6 years later, I had my first television appearance with Kevin Hart, One Mic Stand. Think about that. You know what I mean?
Amazing.
And I was ready to be a cop. So to fast forward and give y'all the gist of why we have, because people going to say, well, you friends with Ish, and y'all was friends for all these years. I remember when Ish got shot.
Yeah, he spoke about that up here.
Yeah, let's get to it. Ish got shot. That's back when he was trying to hustle. He was doing what he had to do, whatever he wanted to do, whatever the case may be. I ain't never been no street nigga. Cool, a lot of street niggas, but I just wasn't built for that. I knew I couldn't do it. I knew I couldn't jail or none of that. It just wasn't gonna happen, right? And he was hustling. He got caught up. Niggas tried to rob him. He got shot. The nigga with him got killed. If I'm not mistaken.
That's what he said.
Okay. Got shot in the groin or something like that at the time. Ish was at University Hospital. I'm a loyal nigga. I've been like this since I was a kid. I lived in South Orange at the time, up there by the Cluck U restaurant in South Orange. By that park right there. I lived in
that's my spot.
Yes, sir.
Right there.
I lived in an apartment complex right across from there. Bro, I used to ride my bike to University Hospital to go see them niggas.
It's a long ass ride.
Let me say this again. I used to ride my bike to University Hospital from South Orange to go see them niggas. Now, we hood niggas. If you got a bike, what do you do with your bike when you back in the day when you had a bike and you ride and you gotta go somewhere but you can't take the bike? What you do with the bike? Y'all remember?
To the side. We used to rob other bikes. I ain't gonna.
You put it in the bushes.
Right.
Back then, if you remember, UMD behind there's like another building and all that stuff behind there. It was trees like bushes. I used to put the bike in the bushes and pray it be there when I get back. Right? Now we all know if you ride a bike all the way down South Orange Avenue, you gotta go home. You gotta ride that motherfucker back.
Yeah,
that's a tough ass ride, nigga. I don't care how young and strong you is. I'm here with you. You gotta stand up and get on. You gotta take a break, walk with that motherfucker like this, and get back on it. Y'all know this shit. But I say this to say, that's a real friend. That's a person that's understanding that, yo, my man got shot. He could have died. I'm gonna go see him. I'm not saying other people didn't go see him, but they probably didn't do what I did. Got on the bike to go see him. We had our ups and downs we go through, but I know Ish very well. And I could get in furthermore, from jumping bitches to everything, nigga. Let's keep it real. He did it all, nigga. He'll tell you if I'm lying, I'm flying, nigga. He'll tell you, jumping bitches and everything. Nigga, what you talking about, nigga? I'm a real nigga. Like, I ain't playing around. We done been around the Rosie, man. So we gonna get to the gist of what happened, right? So I'm telling you how bro helped me really stay in comedy. I'm telling you the type of nigga I am by actually going to see him when he got shot. You know, God bless he survived through that, man, because once you get shot, it won't take a 22 to go in you. You could die. I don't know if you ever been in here been shot before, but you know, your ass can die. That's just what come with you. You can die by getting stabbed, but a bullet, nigga, that shit can go in here and come out there some goddamn good. But he survived. But God bless him. Like I said, we had little situations growing up and stuff like that, but nothing to the point where you just stop talking, or you don't become friends, or you stop being friends. So this is it in a nutshell, how we stopped talking. And the crazy part about it is I've seen Ish, in 20 years, I've probably seen Ish 6 times.
Damn.
5 times in the strip club. Strip club nigga. Right? Back in the Palace days, Jersey Girl days. Shit like that.
Hold it down.
All right. But I always been a loner. So even if you probably would never see me because I kind of blend in, because when I used to go to strip clubs and go out, I'm always by myself. I just always been that way. For me, it was like you get in less trouble when you by yourself. Because if I'm with a bunch of niggas, I got to worry about this nigga. He get drunk, he be ready to fight. And if I'm with you, we got to fight together. That's how it go. So for me, to stay out of all that shit, I'm always by myself, and I used to go to places like that. So I saw him in the strip club probably 5 times. And it's crazy, man, when you've been friends with somebody for 20 years, and it's like you guys, y'all been friends for 20 years. Could you imagine you be in a strip club, you see GL, and he walk by you almost to where your arms touch, and he don't say a word to you?
Dang.
That's insane, bro. Nothing's gonna bring you to that.
That's crazy.
Nothing
bro.
should bring you to that point unless something really detrimental happens.
He got to do something to my kids or to my wife.
It's got to be something crazy.
And then we had to fight it out. It had to be upset or something.
If it's that bad, just punch me in the mouth then. We can get past that. We can get over it. Because if it's something that bad.
If he fuck my wife, we can't get past that.
Bro, we so close.
I'm just telling you,
listen,
nigga fuck your wife. And this nigga your man, you can't.
We never even had that type of problem. His lady that he was with at the time, he was with her for many years. That's my peoples. We went to college together. Like, we all was cool. Bro, it's like, it was one of those things where, you know, bruh staying night at my house.
So tell me what you were still not telling us what you fell out.
Oh, so let me get the gist. I'm sorry. So what happened is this story is crazy. So I want y'all to hear. And this is an example of, I want to show y'all this is an example of sometimes people can just be weird. Or people can just have a thought process about you and they just can't get it out their head for whatever reason. You ever have somebody, they just, you look at them like, you know this is white, right? And they're like, that's off-white. This is how he's moving. You know the sky is blue. He like, that's baby blue. It's one of those type of situations. So this is how it unfolded. And rest in peace to my nigga Nikosi, man. I don't know if anybody know Nikosi, but Nikosi was Mr. Cotton's right-hand man. Rest in peace, Mr. Cotton. Have you heard of Cotton Funeral Home? Nikosi was Mr. Cotton's right-hand man. He passed away from diabetes a few years ago. 973-725-6919. I can tell you his number now. He's no longer here. When I was a kid, they called me the 9X. If y'all remember back in the day, we didn't have cell phones. You had to remember numbers. So if you was my man, or whatever it may be, or just a girl I really care, you're going to remember that number, right? So I'm just telling you my friend's numbers because we had so many years in. So rest in peace to the coast. Long story short, walking to a barbershop. I don't want to say the name of the barbershop. I'm going to get into all that. So I walk into the barbershop. I'll never forget this. Ish Barber is in the barbershop. The gentleman who owns the barbershop is a friend of mine. Went to high school with him. Known him for years. Known him since I was about 12, 13 years old. I walk into the barbershop. As I walk into the barbershop, everyone is laughing. Everybody's laughing. Now, y'all know if y'all walk in any room and everybody's laughing, you want to know what y'all laughing about. So I'm like, what's going on? Immediately, yo, your man, he got into it with some niggas. He got beat up. He got jumped. What? Who we talking about? What we talking about? He like, yo, Ish, man. I'm like, huh? Yo, wait a minute, bro. I walk out the shop. I go right in the alley. It's an alleyway. Call him 973-953. I can't say the last 4.
On the payphone?
I call the cell phone. This is 20 years. It's like 03, 04.
Okay.
Pick up the phone, bro. And I know Ish. Listen. We've been friends. If you know Ish, I can even do Ish voice. I got all my friends' voice. Look, let me tell you what happened. No, let me explain. No, Rod, the nigga did. That's Ish. So I'm on the phone like, bruh, you got in a scuffle or some shit? He like, yeah, so-and-so, the situation happened. And the nigga he got into a scuffle with is my man. Another nigga I grew up with, went to Columbia with, but he's from East Orange. I'm not gonna say his name, it's one of my bros. They got into a spat over some real estate shit, over a bitch. Something was said, allegedly, that it said something to the nigga about a bitch or something, don't do no business with him, some shit like that came about. Whatever it may have been, right? They had some words. They got into a fisticuffs, whatever the case may be. I wasn't there, I'm just going on base what they was telling me. They got into a fight. Whatever the case may be, Ish left. And from what I'm hearing, this is Ish telling me the story. So everything I'm telling you is what Ish told me.
Okay. So
now I'm on the phone with him, I'm talking. So he says, yeah, Nkosi, da-da-da, niggas, they came late, something, whatever. He didn't help me or something like that. Huh? I'm gonna call you right back. Hung up right, I'm gonna call you right back. I call Coach.
Using all your daytime minutes.
Bro, all of them. 973-725-6919.
Nigga said using all your daytime minutes.
That's the Coasty number. I call him, bro. Yo, you an issue and he got jumped, you ain't help him? Nah, Rod just pulled up. I just got there. It was over with. You sure? I'm gonna call you back. I call Ish back. Bro, I just spoke to Coach. Why you call Coach? I said, bro, that's your man, right? You got jumped, right? You got in a situation, he ain't help you. He said, nah, we talked about it. We got past it. He told me what happened. Boom, boom, we left it alone. I'm like, bro, your barber that you spend money with, just laugh. Imagine, and I know you got a shop on, but imagine your barber that you go to. Y'all know if you go to a barber, you form a relationship with your barber.
My guy, he was damn near in my wedding. He wasn't in it.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Close to it.
I'm watching the nigga laugh at him, bro. On my mother, on my grandmother, Christine Reese. I'm watching these niggas laugh at him, bro. I'm like, long story short, it's over. We get past it. We hung up just like any other day. I called him later on that night. And you know, both I'm sure y'all do the same thing. I do with B, the same thing. You call Louis, he gonna pick up. If Louis don't pick up, he's either gonna text you back or he gonna call you back in some form or fashion. Yo, bro, what up? What's good? Just the report that you had with your people. He didn't pick up. I'm like, dang, all right, I'll call him back later. Not thinking none of it. I'm lying if I say that. I'm like, all right, I'll call him back. Call him back a couple hours later because I'm just trying to check on him for this whole situation. Like, bro, he ain't pick up again. Day go by. I'm like, all right, he must be probably with his wife, whatever, doing what he do. All right. Next day I call him, he not answering the phone.
Was your early 20s?
Yeah, hell yeah. So I call him, he not answering again. I'm like, Brian, what the fuck going on? I call my best friend Walt. We all friends. Yeah. Him and Walt still friends to this day. I call Walt. Soon as Walt get on the phone, like it's my man, like you call him, he gonna pick right up. Rob it up. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to call Ish. I ain't spoke to him. His exact words to me was, yo, Ish ain't fucking with you like that. I said, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Yo, he said something about he got into a fight and something that you allegedly was laughing at him or something like that. I said, what? I said, ho. Are you saying what? What are you talking about? Because he didn't know the backstory of me calling him. I hadn't talked to him about this shit, so he didn't know. I said, bro, so now I got to explain to him the same story I just explained to y'all and letting him know what's going on. So he arranges to meet. We men. We friends. So let's get together and talk and figure out what's going on. So we met up on Washington Street and Branford. Is that Branford?
Downtown North?
That's Branford. Right downtown. Used to be the hot dog spot over there. Parking lot and all that. We met right there. Yeah. Met down there. And Walt called us getting together so we can figure out what's going on. Like, and I'm trying to understand. At this point, I don't know what he mad at me for, and I'm the one who called you. To this day, I always say I should have never called him. I should have just, when I walked in there and heard them laughing at him, I should have never called him. Had I never called him, we'd probably still be friends. And from that point, and this is what I mean when I said, when people look at the wall, you say it's white, and they say, oh no, it's off-white. When we met up to talk as men to figure this out, because I was trying to figure out what was going on, there was no talking to figure it out, Louis. He was already in his mind believing whatever it was he was believing, and that was it. From that day forth.
And outside of that, meeting down at the spot, you know what I mean, y'all never met up again after that?
Listen to me carefully. From that day forth, we've never said a word to one another.
If that's what you remember.
Bro, my memory is sharp. I'm not slow in any form or fashion. And it's so funny when I tell Walt the story, and I've told Bones the story before, my story never changes. When a nigga's lying, your story is going to change.
Right.
It's going to change. If I tell you the story 10 years from now, it's going to be exactly what I told you.
It's going to be the same shit.
We just whatever he got in his mind or whatever he allegedly heard or how, which weird to me because I'm the one who called to tell him what happened. So from that standpoint, it's funny. Was bringing back to the question you asked in the beginning. You said, "Well, is there anything that you did wrong?" And I'm like, "Bro, there's nothing I could have done wrong. I just walked in one day, happened to catch people talking about my man, called him, brought it to his attention. We had a conversation about those situations, and that was the last I ever spoke to him till we met downtown. And I don't remember exactly what was said downtown, but I do understand that he was in a space where he just wouldn't listen. You ever have to talk to somebody where they just believe what they believe and they just don't want to hear nothing you say? That's just what it was.
You know, a lot of times you can't change somebody's opinion, and however their viewpoint is, that's their viewpoint. You know what I mean?
What it is, I feel like it's one of those things where when a person does that, if you have you've had a friendship for so long, it must be something hidden behind the scenes in their thought process of not really wanting to deal with you for whatever reason, and it just came out. It just gave them a reason to do that. So you just,
you know, a lot of times, I always say this, like we'd do 100 things, and it'd be this last thing that we did, and then you would think it's this one last thing, then it'd be it, but in their mind and not yours, it'd be a cumulative effort.
A what? What kind of
a lot? How do you say it? Cumulative effort of you doing bullshit. Cumulative effort of you doing bullshit.
It'll be a
nigga tired of your motherfucking ass.
I mean that could be it too. I'm guilty of doing bullshit. But what I am guilty is I'm solid and I'm loyal. And like I said, when a nigga rides a bike to come see you while you got bullet holes in you, that's a good nigga. I don't give a fuck how you cut that. Unless I stole money from you, unless I done fucked your bitch, unless I done cursed your mom or your sister out.
The thing is with people like, the thing is, and not to throw that under the bus, because I know what you're saying, but you know what I'm saying? Just because you did one thing good doesn't distract from the several things you did bad.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
I can understand that.
Obviously, I didn't have a conversation with him, so I won't know, you know what I mean, his side of the story. Yeah. And then obviously, you know what I mean, whatever his conversation may be different than what your, you know what I mean, intel may be.
It always is going to be different.
Because you know, he helped us a lot with this show, so he gonna see this.
Yo, he should see it, but let me tell you this.
He helped. I'm gonna be honest with you. Let me say this before you go forward. Like he helped us grow. I got you. He helped us grow our platform. Like without Ish, we wouldn't be in the place that we at, right? And he came and he did it nobly. Like
let me tell you something.
Let me say this to you though. I just gotta get this out. Like, so he did this nobly. Like he came and did the live. He didn't ask for anything. He came and sat on the couch. Just as well as you did. Mm-hmm. Didn't ask for anything. And then in the process, when we collab with him, he was one of the most easiest to collab with. He collabed with everything, and he just pushed our what's the name forward. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So, you know, we always, when we having conversations with oppositions, not saying you're our opposition, but it's always about, you know, getting a real story out.
Let me say this to you. None of this surprises me. See, I know Antoine Marby.
Dang. So you know he's a good guy.
Everything that Ish is doing with Joe Buttons and all that stuff, Ish could have done that on his own. If you know Ish the way I know him, Ish can talk like a motherfucker. He can talk about any subject matter. He's highly intelligent, smart as shit. I used to be like, what the fuck are you doing? I spoke to him recently. What are you doing at East Orange High? That's how smart he was.
When we first ever got you on the pod, I spoke to him about, I didn't know y'all was beefing. He was like, yo, get that nigga. That nigga is one of the smart. He was like, yo, that nigga funny as hell. He's like, back in the day, he used to have niggas five, six tables lining up. He's like, Rashaun Reese, one of the funniest niggas living. He was supporting you.
Yeah.
But obviously, y'all might got your gripes, but he never. No, but
I need you. But that's what I'm saying.
No. I'm telling you from bro. When I spoke to bro, he told me that you're one of the funniest comedians alive.
He knows me very well.
He said you funnier than Kevin Hart.
He knows me very well.
That's verbatim. He said that nigga funnier than Kevin Hart.
But let me tell you this. What people don't understand, I'm funnier than a lot of niggas, man. And what you don't understand is that, what a lot of people don't understand, the world has changed. Social media has allowed people to be put in front and pushed forward a lot quicker. For whatever reason it may be. Things for me comedically are starting to happen now. You know what I mean? They're starting, and I'm just starting to hit my second win, comedy-wise. And I appreciate him sharing those things with you because I have always been funny and been the type of guy that sat in the lunchroom and have 2 and 3 lunch tables laughing with no problem. That's something I've been doing since I was very, very young. That's why comedy comes so easy.
He said you was doing that.
Yeah, he knows. So that's why it's sad to me that we're in this space because I'm proud to see him doing that. You know what I mean? To see him be able to, on the Joe Budden show to kind of bask in what he's always done. It's just always been this way. If Ish is talking to a bitch, he on the phone for 3 hours. That's Ish, right? He's a person that can, like I said, can talk about any subject matter, highly intelligent, And once again, I stated a little bit earlier, I used to be like, nigga, what the fuck are you doing at East Orange High? Ish is very smart. There's a few things he did for niggas as far as like taking tests. We ain't gonna get into all those particulars, but that nigga was smart. Let's just say niggas was paying him. That's how smart he was. So, you know, I'm happy to see him doing well. You know, and I'm glad he feels the same with me about as far as comedy's concerned. But it's sad because it's like a person here that helped push me further into my comedy career when I was ready to quit is not here to see all the things that I'm doing comedically. You know, it's crazy over maybe an alleged rumor or somebody said something to him or something he just made up in his mind. Because we grown now. We a grown man. We not kids. So it's like, if I did something to that extent, I'm talking about at that particular time, not what you're saying, stuff that's accumulative. We're just talking about at that period in time, I would tell you.
He's showing.
But I really
see the way he said the words. He looked at you when he said the words.
Accumulative.
That's right. That's that Columbia. That's that Columbia high school education.
Yeah, I'm a street dirty nigga foster home.
Nah, we don't.
So you got. I did the best I could.
But yeah, man. So like, but that in a nutshell, I just wanted to kind of get that out there so you understand what our situations are. But when I watch him from afar, and I don't see him watch the Joe Budden's podcast all the time, but I watch him periodically and see what he does, and I just laugh because I know
that's him.
That's him.
Right.
So we always
before we get up out of here, right?
Yeah.
Give us, I know what events you got coming on, so on and so forth. Tell the people where to get the tickets from, so on and so forth.
So, June 22nd, I'm at the NJ Pack.
Make sure you're out there because I'm definitely going to be there.
That's a Sunday.
That's a Sunday, June 22nd. For those who don't know, I'm managed by Bob Sumner. Bob Sumner, shout out to Bob Sumner, Legacy Entertainment Group. Not creator, but executive producer of Def Comedy Jam, Comic View, P. Diddy's Bad Boys to Comedy, Laugh Tracks on True TV, Showtime, just a bunch of different elements. All the biggest, brightest stars you ever saw in comedy, going all the way back to your Cedric Entertainers, your Billy. So he has a show called Bob Sumner's Rising Stars of Comedy. I'm a part of it. It's a part of the North to Shore Festival, which is one of the biggest festivals with music, comedy, arts, and all that throughout New Jersey. So June 22nd, y'all get y'all tickets for that. Y'all can go on NJPack, I think .org or .com. One of the two, you just type it in, it's a pop up. And lastly, I got a bunch of stuff going on. I'm just naming the most important stuff. What I'm most proud of, I'm headlining the whole weekend, July 4th weekend. July 3rd, July 5th, July 6th. I'll be headlining the Stress Factory Comedy Club in New Brunswick, New Jersey. The biggest comedy club in the northeastern area, pretty much, in New York, Connecticut, and Jersey. So I'm very, very proud of that. The only other comedian to headline, that means a weekend, not an off date, not a Sunday. That means Friday, Saturday. The first one to headline since Bill Bellamy, man. So that's major, man. It lets me know that I'm moving in the right direction comedically. So,
you already know,
StressFactory.com.
Shout out to Rashaun, Reese, and everything he got going on. It's your main man, PBM Louie.
It's the homie GL.
And with Bids.
And Bottles.
Whoa.
And this was a cumulative